it all came together for me to make a run, and unfortunately we didn't continue. But I was able to meet a lot of people and learn a lot, but my mission never wavered. It was not, I need to be governor. It was, I know that I can help. I'm here to serve people and to serve the people of Minnesota. I love this state. Through that, I was able to meet Jared, and I have had numerous conversations with him this week and just said, I am here to help you, because he was a champion and an advocate for me and what we stood for, and that's the way I feel now. Like, I think that this documentary can really, and just understanding Minnesota, like I grew up in rural Minnesota, I think there's people out there that just they don't know, or they can't empathize, or they can't understand. I think that this can be a vehicle to help people all of a sudden critically think about someone other than themselves. And I think that this can be a portrait into a community that a lot of people here just, and globally too, that have this misconception about. And that's why I'm here. I want to help Minnesota heal. And so, sorry, I'm just kind of going off on a tangent. Okay. I hope that answers kind of why I'm here. I am, and Jared can tell you, Michael's starting to get to know me, it sounds like, but I'm not here because of ego either. Like, I'm used to being in front of the camera. I am happy playing a role here and making sure that this story gets told the right way. And that's why I'm here.
Okay, cool. Do you have any plans to run for office in the future, your future?
No, I'm out.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about next steps.
Okay.
Whatever else you have on the slate.
Oh, I'm sorry, pitch deck. I will have the pitch deck completed as far as just tentative information, let's say by Wednesday. So that way you guys can have something to look at. And,
okay.
And then I also sent Jared this morning, and then I'll tell Jared to feel free to send you any samples of what I sent him. I gave him access to my pitch decks that I'm currently doing for the Power of One Foundation. Hold on, let me see. I sent him a link to my Google Drive that has access to all of the pitch deck information that I have as far as securing funding for our current project that we have. We're talking about, us getting 150, 200,000, 250,000, 500,000, $1 million, sponsorships locked in. So those things he can see on that, so that way he can have examples of what to and what not to put in. And I know a project like this is going to have multiple pitch decks, because we're going to be pitching to different companies, et cetera, et cetera. So we want to make it, privy to, to them personally, et cetera, et cetera. So by Wednesday, we will have a template of what we think should be in the pitch deck, and the pitch deck won't leave us for until it's secure and respected by all four of us. I think it's really important from an informational standpoint that we all have same page mentality always. Same page mentality always. Even if we have differences and stuff, same page mentality always, right? You don't have any ego. I don't have any ego. I think this is an egoless situation for all of us. So when I give you guys the deck, feel free to edit it. Feel free to, say what you want, what you don't want, how you want to be represented, etc. Because I know Adam for sure is really important for you with what you're doing to one having to even make a judgment about what you're doing. And I want to try to keep it that way, just like you protected me by not giving that footage out to anybody. And I'm glad you did that. I'm honored that you did that, because I think any other person, and Corey, stop me if I'm wrong, would have taken the chance of a lifetime and got that footage out. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to why I shot it in the first place, and we already know this, but I didn't shoot it I wasn't there. No one sent me there. I was there for my own reasons, and I didn't shoot it to be able to sell it. I shot it for me to be able to be a deeper part of this conversation. So it makes it easy that when you're approached by people that have their own interests in it, it makes it easy to really separate yourself from the money side of it, because it's more about getting it out. And with the team and everything that's last week, it's like, what's the bare minimum? Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure this gets made, because for 2 years past now, and this deserves to be used and made into something. And so, yeah, I think it can work in all parts. So,
okay. So just a couple other bullet points. I just want to make sure that we're organized here. We're going to run out of time in about 5 minutes. So,
okay.
So we're going to, Jared and I talked, we're going to take a business type approach with this in terms of, the funding and setting all that stuff up. So we're going to start to organize that so that everybody, and contractually too, that goes along with the NDA, and so that everybody feels comfortable with where we're going and has a clear path to the things that we've already discussed. Nothing's going to be changed from what we've discussed.
Right.
Make sure that, we're taking that entrepreneurial approach to this too. Michael, after talking with Jared, one of the things that we want you to know too, we're going to need you really heavily on the business side later on with marketing the product and the events related to the showing and all of that stuff. As for the pitch deck itself, Jared had mentioned that he might kind of take that over as we go into our first investor.
Yeah, we talked this morning. We chatted this morning briefly, and he wanted to see samples of what I do for my pitch decks. He said he was really good at it, but from the digital side, I don't know who he has do that for him. But I told him if you want it done, if you want to keep it within the sport, which is kind of the plan, then it makes it easy when we have the people who can make the digital information as opposed to having to wait for it. Does that make sense?
It does. Yep. Right on. Okay. And then I guess that was it. That was everything else that we had. Sorry. Get back on the screen.
Yeah, so if you guys have nothing, I have nothing.
We're in a similar spot last time, to get the contract lined out. And I think it's important to have that so that all of us can use our skill sets to help the whole team.
Sure.
In any way possible. So we're kind of in limbo until that. And unfortunately, it is a necessity like this that we can freely share everything on this whole way.
Okay.
One thing I was going to ask is there so I'm just trying to help map out the story a little bit further, so at least I can put something on paper for all of us. I've only seen just that, and I don't want all the video or anything like that. Is there a clip of 2 to 5 minutes somewhere or something that I can just kind of get a feel for stuff so I can kind of start to organize it a little bit better?
Yeah, I have a sizzle reel. So I have a sizzle from Minneapolis, from Choppy, and from Portland. Do you know what a sizzle is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so sizzle is kind of, sizzle goes through pretty much. And so it's just kind of, it's not all of the footage. It's kind of some of the best pieces, but it gives a comprehensive feel about the look and the audio and the visual part of it. But that's still, So, but you've seen, I think, the tunnel part, with Michael and, stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm sitting here. I'm actually taking notes on my screen.
Dude, I wouldn't judge either way.
Yeah, no, what was cool is the way that my VR set up. It was awesome the way that my VR set up. My VR set up to where, because I have a MetaQuest Pro and a MetaQuest 2. In my helmet, I can actually have 6 to 7 screens up at one time. So once I'm done with you guys, I have to go and do I think I might have to end up doing 5 separate pitch decks for just what I acquired this weekend with Axbridge Wine Company. We have, I know we only got 5 minutes, but let's just say, fellas, we have a rooftop in North Loop, 13th floor with a 360-degree view of the city, bro. Yes, man. Indoor and outdoor rooftop. So I'll next time we talk, I'll probably be on site and I'll show you that, and I'll send some pictures to you guys. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Have you watched any of my edits that I put together with your footage, Corey? Mike, I think you've seen all of them, maybe not.
No, the only one that the only one that I really seen is the one from the gas station. I've watched all the other stuff in there though. I've seen all of the stuff. Your This Is America one. I've seen like.
Those are public, so I mean, that's something you guys can look at, and that essentially acts as a bit of a sizzle that's unprotected at the current moment. So, if you want to feel that, I mean, as a part of our relationship, if we move forward with everything, then we'll also have the ability to use those edits to market.
Okay. Where do I find a sizzle reel?
Sizzle's private. So Sizzle we'll be able to share the Sizzle once you get everything.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, I've never even heard of sizzle reel. I don't even know what that is.
Teasers and trailers.
Oh, okay.
That acts as a bit of a public sizzle. Not a big deal.
A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm.
Okay.
He's
Because
I
think Jared showed me that, but I don't know that I have the tech skill, but the public ones anyway. Okay, very good. And then I will, once I get home, I'll just recap a couple of the really short notes that we talked about, and then we can go from there. But I just want to say thank you guys. Like, I am really inspired, and I hope that you are too, because I believe in us and I believe in this project.
Me too.
And I really do. So.
Yeah, I think we all do. But yeah, and then so your plan is to essentially put together a pitch deck with some of the material, these teasers would help with that, and then to take the time to go out and raise funding for your next steps.
Yeah, we've got, and then I'm going to start to slowly, with Jared, start to plot out a little bit more of like, here's the avenues that we want to go down and why. So obviously that'll take some time, but we're going to try to we have a funder in mind that we are confident in. You never know, but we're confident in, so we're going to try to get on her schedule here in the next month to 5 weeks. So that sets us a timeline for a goal. To have some of these things organized by.
Okay. Corey, do you want me to give you access? Do you want me to give you my contact for the Phillips Foundation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll share that with you via email so that way we can kind of attack that too from a funding standpoint. I think that's a good situation. I just watched them put up a $7 million building, so asking for what we're asking for I don't think would be an issue at all.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Cool. I think I'm going to run out here in a minute, but thanks, you guys. Yeah, thanks, you guys. I'll send a follow-up email.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Adam. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Good to see you, Corey.
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice.
Block that.
They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From the 6, and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Second down, here's Chubb again. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Chubb will get the call, running left. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
A give running right is Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. They were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, the Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable for Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin this drive with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds... And the ball is knocked
no way.
Scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Wow.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it,
That was
swipes
wild.
at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wow. Come on.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, here's Watson. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Watson. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Nifty move. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
My God, what are y'all doing?
Right now, the story
Jesus
of
fucking
the
Christ,
defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it
Damn.
difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Bryce Hall there defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 4 as he's out at the 6.
Holding offense.
Man, come on,
You
bro.
can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short.
What?
4th and goal.
Oh, that was 4th down?
And the result,
Fuck.
instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Able to complete this one to
Damn.
And he's gonna have
Why was I thinking that was fucking...
11 before he's brought down 1st and 10. Catch number
Damn.
100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate.
Damn, my bad. My fault, y'all. My bad.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, look at the juke.
Man, I fucked that up, man. Fuck.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a
My
jet
bad,
first down.
y'all. Damn.
first down right back to Hall. Shifts by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Run the ball on me.
Rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver.
Let me get a fucking phone.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Wilson. And they're going to have another first down. He's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground with Hall. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Hall again on second down.
Oh, man.
Always got some breathing room. And he's in.
Wow.
Touchdown, Jets.
Computer Superman showed up.
With his first career NFL touchdown.
This nigga fumbled the ball.
Fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by the rookie Breece Hall. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Damn, we fucked this game off. I didn't even...
Watson.
Damn, my nigga, he was all over me.
That should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And
what the fuck?
take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off.
I mean, well,
tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, hell,
awareness. My bad.
could have had our shutout.
Give to Hall running right. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first, now this from 43. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.
Missed opportunities. let's stop it to these.